If you want to get your ex back, here's one thing that you cannot make the mistake of misunderstanding. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And before I did this, I was a dating coach for about 5 years, and I had to pay a lot of attention to how to attract people, right? And I use that experience to help you get your ex back. Now, possibly one of the biggest misunderstandings in getting your ex back, this is something that you're going to go through like right at the time of the breakup, right thereafter, is that you think that you're going to need to fix whatever problems that caused the breakup to begin with in order to get them back. In other words, it's this fundamental misunderstanding that problem resolution is the key to restoring your relationship. Now, I want you to envision this scenario. Let's say I'm at the bar and there's this pretty girl, she's got a drink in hand, she's in line waiting to get back into the bar or whatever, okay? And or like a club or something, and I bump into her on the way in and she spills her drink all over herself. And so later in the night, I see her in the bar and I'm like, hey, so sorry that I ran into you. I can't believe I did that. I'm really sorry about that. It'll never happen again from now on. I have a 10-step plan. I'm going to watch where I'm going. I'm going to look both ways. I'm going to make sure that you specifically are not in proximity, and I'm going to over-apologize if I bump into you again. I promise I'm never going to bump into you again and spill your drink on you. And then I'm like, hey, by the way, can I have your number? And so by drawing this extreme example, you can see that problem resolution has jack shit to do with bringing someone in, right? And so when you think back to whatever reasons there were for the breakup, maybe it's your fault, maybe it wasn't. But whatever problems that or grievances your ex had, even if they were making, mountains out of molehills or whatever, if you took on this stance of like fixing every little thing that they had to say, in order to get them back, it's a misplaced understanding. It's a misplaced area of focus for you to put your effort into. So what do you put your focus on then? Well, it's going to be on the fundamentals of attraction, which have to do with, giving that person space to come to you. Every time they come to you, you keep it fun and lighthearted and high vibes where you can actually connect over. Notice how new couples never ever argue with each other, nitpick each other, and that's because that's what's necessary to come together. Another thing would be that you keep your feelings a mystery. You don't quite tell them exactly where they stand with you. So it's this experience for them of kind of like striving for your attention and wondering if they're going to be able to get you back. And another thing would be outcome independence. It means that you could kind of take it or leave it with your ex. You don't really care per se what happens. And that means that you can say the funny thing without repercussion. You can act freely without fear of judgment or anything like that, just because your focus, again, is just having fun together. Now, if you want to get your ex back, you want some help, click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me, and tell me your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get them back.